important thing about the video is Samus knows how to jump.
The ability to jump.
Samus, let's go against these ferocious beasts.
And ferocious beasts will stand in your way.
And oh, by the way, if you want to play this Switch 2 version of the game, the Switch 2 version of the game plays on Nintendo Switch 2.
The Nintendo Switch 2 edition of the game can be played on Switch 2.
Thank you, John Paul, for that wonderful review. Hi, this is Zach.
This is John Paul.
And we are
the Sunshine Gamers.
We just want to say we saw the Metroid Prime 4 trailer today, and both John and I, we love it. We're excited for it. We're looking forward to the game, and we really hope it's a great success.
Look, we loved this trailer, but there were some things we had some problems with. First off, that AI narrator. I mean, it had to be AI.
Yeah, I don't know anybody else that talks like that when you're describing a game.
As Samus, you will explore lush jungles full of plant life. A factory roaring with thunderous storms.
I mean, what is that? And then, talking about basic moves, I mean, listen to this.
Your core abilities include Samus's Power Beam, which can shoot rapid fire or charged, highly accurate target tracking missiles, the ability to jump.
What are they talking about?
Yeah, I'm like, really? A thunderous facility where you hear thunder when you're inside the building? That's how you describe it? I mean, come on. Now, again, we love the trailer, but the way it was described, you thought again, it was being described to a 5-year-old. And then, of all things, they tell you how the games are divided between the Switch 2 and the Switch, and how you play the Switch 2 game on your Switch 2.
The Nintendo Switch 2 edition of the game can be played on Switch 2.
Unbelievable. And then last but not least, Nintendo price gouging and doing their own pay-to-play within their own game with their amiibo. I mean, let's take a look at that fine print for a moment here. The first amiibo says, grants a temporary bonus health shield once per day and more. Okay, that's their basic ring.
Yeah, the second one says, alternate skins for Viola and more. Not bad. That's what you expect when you're getting a amiibo, and it's for extra perks in a game.
Yeah, it's beautiful looking figures as well.
But let's talk about the Psylocke amiibo.
Yeah, easier access to an in-game cinematic and more.
So basically, I'm going to buy the Switch 2 Metroid 4 game, but then if I buy the amiibo, so I could pay about $30 more just to see the ending.
Yeah, full stop for a second here, just so everybody can understand. Psylocke was originally the secret ending in Metroid Prime 3. Normally you get the secret endings in a Metroid Prime game when you scan everything, you get 100%. Scanning the areas, scanning documents, discovering all the areas. So are you trying to tell me, if I'm reading that correctly, are we going to get a secret in-game cinematic just by purchasing an amiibo? Nintendo, I love you, but that's just low. In fact, that's downright sick. So what do you think, our people? Do you love this game? Are you pre-ordering this game? Are you going to wait for the Switch 1 version that we haven't seen anything with yet? Or are you going to invest in the Switch 2 game that you make sure you play on the Switch 2 system so you can jump?
The ability to jump.
And just remember, if you do buy the Switch 1 game and then you get a Switch 2, you can play it on your Switch 2, but you just have to pay that extra charge so it upgrades to the Switch 2 platform. But again, we do love Nintendo.
Yes, we
don't want
do.
to make it wrong here.
Nope.
We have loved Nintendo from 1985 in the United States, and we've loved it ever since. Just sometimes I'd like to point out some of the flaws that Nintendo does because, hey, they are Nintendo.
That's right. So, are you ready to go with Samus and help the Galactic Federation force refugees? Or are you just going to be like, you know what? Wait for this thing to go down in price? Pretty much almost never. Who knows? This is John Paul.
And this is Zach.
Have a wonderful day, and God bless.
Enjoy your weekend.